Hello, it's Reija, and it's about time I did a Booktube Newbie Tag. Now this is a fusion of a couple of newbie tags that I found, and I'll link them both down below, so you can check them out also. Without further ado, let's just get started. The number one question is, where are you joining us from? I live in the Nordics, in Finland. That's about it. Question number two, why did you start this channel? And there's a couple of reasons. I've been following booktube videos quite a while now, and I've always loved books, and I find the community very interesting and endearing, and just wanted to be a part of it. And also I wanted to learn a new skill, editing, storyboarding, and generally just learn how to be a better public speaker, which actually this channel is helping a lot with. Question number three, what is the meaning behind your channel name? So my channel name is Bofinkins, and I've always had a really weird fixation with the bird finch, as you can see with my tattoo. I have a couple of other finches tattooed on me. Finch in Swedish is Bofinken, and I also have a huge obsession with the Swedish language. So Bofinkins is basically a cutified bastardization of the Swedish word for finch, and that's why my channel name is Bofinkins. Question number four, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Well, I think some fun and unique things I can bring to Booktube is my own personal opinions about certain books. I think I may have some interesting and different views on some things because I have a different cultural background than most of the people on Booktube. Also, I really like anime and I like books, so I will probably be doing some sort of anime and book related content, kind of fuse the two. I already have some ideas for a series. In general, just promoting Finnish authors, like Finnish authors who have books that are translated into English. So just kind of sharing a different kind of book experience with my viewers. Question number four, what are you most excited about for this new channel? Well, I'm just excited to meet new people, to network and connect with people and make new friends. That would be fun. I would also really love to have like really heated discussions and debates on things. That would be really awesome. Question number six, what questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? I don't necessarily think I have a lot of questions. Maybe a question that how do you manage making exciting new content and coming up with ideas when there is such an influx of people making similar things? So kind of like, how do you keep things fresh? That's my question. Question number seven, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel may be hardest to overcome? And I would say definitely language barrier. English is not my native language, so that is always gonna be a bit of an issue, like trying to be understandable and use language in a way that isn't stilted and repetitive. Also, I would say that getting used to being in front of a camera, I'm kind of socially awkward, so talking to a camera feels really weird to me. I'm trying to get used to it little by little. Question number eight, why do you love reading? I just think reading is a very important skill to have. It opens you up to so many different kind of worlds and so much knowledge that you can obtain. You can also learn to read in other languages and stuff. It's just a wealth of information, and I think that is very exciting. Ever since I was little, I wanted to learn how to read, and when I learned to read, I have always loved reading. Question number nine, what book or book series got you into reading? So I grew up on the famous 5 series by Enid Blyton. My mom used to read it when she was a kid, so she introduced it to me when I started learning how to read. We would read those books together. When I learned how to read, there would be this library bus, because I lived like deep in the countryside. Like the nearest library we had was about 50 kilometers away, and there were no buses going there. So there was a library bus that came once a week to our school, So I would always loan a lot of books from there, and one of the series I really got into back then was the Nancy Drew mystery series, and I loved those books. They're written by different ghostwriters, and I didn't know it at the time, I just really enjoyed them. They were fun. Question number 10. When did you start reading? So I was 7 years old when I learned how to read. I know some people are very early with their reading. In Finland we go to school when we're about 6 or 7 years old, and I did know my letters before I went to school, but I actually didn't fully learn how to read before I was about a half a year into my elementary school years, so I was 7. Question number 11, where do you read? I have this little nook on our living room sofa where I like to do my reading. I can just recline on it and have my tea on the side and a blanket on top, and that's where I like to read. And the last question, question number 12, is what kind of books do you like to read? Obvious answer to that is fantasy and science fiction, and high fantasy especially. A Song of Ice and Fire is probably my current favorite ongoing series, and I really love most of the books that have come out in that genre that I have read. I absolutely love fantasy. And yay, we made it to the end of the newbie booktube tag. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!